Yo, what's going on, everybody? GZTV back with another one, and this is the last time I'm wearing this fucking yeet shit, bro. Tomorrow is no longer Halloween. We're getting out of the fucking spirit as soon as possible. All the themes and shit, all the lights and stuff, they're gone, bro. Yeah, bro. We getting out. I mean, it technically isn't even Halloween anymore. It's actually November, so. But yeah, we had some NBA games on tonight, as we do every single night. That's expected. Tonight we had, I think, 7 games. Pretty decent games, actually. Most of these games were somewhat close. All of them, but 2 of them were single digits. So that's pretty nice, actually, to see some competence, to see some parity to the NBA. You know, teams actually getting competitive and it just not being like a couple of known good teams in the NBA. There's actually a lot of teams that you could say have a chance at doing big things in this league, but let's just talk about the teams that played today, one by one, kind of get through it. Because I gotta watch The Walking Dead to prepare for my video tomorrow. So, Kings and Hornets. We're gonna start out with that. Kevin Huerter and Davion Mitchell propel the Kings past the Hornets by 7. Very unlikely candidates to lead the Kings, but it's the Kings. The most random people could go off. A win is a win for them. They need to get some wins. They need to start stacking wins up as a fucking franchise, because over the last 10 years or so, they've looked absolutely terrible. They haven't looked good since Peja Stojakovic and like Bibby were on the squad. Or was that Bibby? No, Chris Webber. They haven't looked good since then. That was even further than a decade ago. But yeah, Kevin Huerter, big games. Davion Mitchell hit some big shots late in the game. Kings were down 15 points at the halftime, but they rallied. They worked together as a team. A couple of their guys stepped up, role players and starters alike. And they get the win, so shout out to the Kings. Yeah, Davion Mitchell, such a clutch player. I didn't even expect that. Dellavedova, first bucket as a Sacramento King. That's really interesting to see the Kings pick a guy up like that. But am I really that surprised? Nah, not really. Dellavedova seems to fit the mold for a veteran coming into a franchise like this. You know, it was almost like when the Cavs didn't have LeBron and they were rebuilding. You know, they had Kevin Love. It's kind of like that. But obviously, Dellavedova, I don't think he's going to be as good as Kevin Love. But P.J. Washington, great passing for him. Mason Plumlee had a couple good finishes at the rim. Dennis Smith Jr., defensive force. I know the Hornets lost, but he is a damn defensive force. He had 6 steals. I mean, yeah, look at the Kings. You know, Kevin Huerter, 26 points. He had 50% from the 3, 50% overall shooting percentage. Absolutely fantastic. Me and my friends were like comparing him to Tyler Hero. It's really interesting to see those two thrive like the second we started talking about them. Davion Mitchell missed 2 shots in 31 minutes and put up 23 points, so that's all you need to know about him. It doesn't help that I have a runny nose. I don't really want to ruin this mask because it cost me $40. But looking at the Hornets here, I think P.J. Washington, despite the loss, still played a hell of a game. He's doing really good with the absence of Rozier and LaMelo. You know, he put up 28 points. He shot 75% from the 3. I don't think the Hornets played bad. I just think that a guy like Davion Mitchell playing good for the Kings is all too uncommon, and that's how they won. It was just a spurt for him, I guess. Mason Plumlee put up 12 points and 10 rebounds. That's really it. I need to get going on the games. I don't know why I'm talking so much. 76ers and Wizards. James Harden and Tyrese Maxey lead the 76ers past the Wizards by 7. It's actually, again, I know I'm a Celtics fan, but it's kind of nice to see the Sixers win some games here. They've won a good 2 or 3 in a row, I believe. And James Harden passing the ball, scoring the ball, clawing back to 500. The 76ers much needed wins throughout the weekend, so that's nice. No Joel Embiid, but they still came in clutch. You know, James Harden making some moves. Kristaps Porzingis played pretty good, though. He was yelling at the rim, which is something he needs to do more often. He was hitting shots. He was doing everything. I mean, he was like a 3-level scorer that game. Tobias Harris knocked down some shots. Obviously, Kyle Kuzma has been a meme in the NBA, and he continues to make a meme out of himself clanking a dunk. That is what it is. 76ers, Tyrese Maxey put up 28 points. He's continuing to have a great season and especially getting more scoring opportunities with the absence of Joel Embiid. He put up 28, 33% from the three. James Harden, 23 points, 17 assists, 33% from the three as well. Moving on to the Wizards. 32 points for Kristaps Porzingis, probably the best game of his season so far. 20 points for Bradley Beal, 33% for three. He's been struggling shooting, so it's good to see at least he had a solid night shooting the three ball. Kyle Kuzma, he played 33 minutes, and he shot good. I just wish he got more shots up. He needs to be a 15-point scorer for this team at least. He shot a three and made it. He shot 60% from the field. I get that. That's not the problem here. He's a consistent player when he gets the chance, but he needs more chances. That's kind of the issue. Pacers-Nets. Nets barely came out of this game alive. It's kind of crazy. Kevin Durant's 36 lifts a slumping Nets to the second one of the season. Much needed win for this Nets team, and they got it, and obviously it's against the damn Pacers. You should expect that, but I'm pretty sure they lost to the Pacers in their series, obviously, with COVID and the NBA changing all sorts of travel rules. They do these back-to-backs. Well, I think they did lose. They split. I think they split. Kevin Durant playing good defense as well. Let's not just talk about his scoring. Very smooth moves to get buckets in crunch time. Benedict Mathurin was hitting some tough shots. Nick Claxton, a really good at the rim defender. His potential is just through the roof for the Nets organization. Good passing for Kevin Durant. I think he was just playing good on all facets. I think he played fantastic. Let's get to the losers first, the Pacers. Buddy Hield, 22 points. Pretty good game here. 30% from three is pretty damn solid. 50% from the field. Chris Duarte, another guy that had a good scoring night. He's a young guy. 30 points for him. He put up 50% from the three and 67% from the field. They need that more often if they want to win games. Yikes. Jalen Smith, he's been known to kind of struggle for this team. He shot 2 threes and missed and only shot 25% from the field in 26 minutes for a whopping 3 points. So I think that Jalen Smith definitely needs to pick it up. You can't have your rookie scoring 16 off the bench for nothing as well. I think they definitely need to maybe talk to him about things. Hawks and Raptors, do I really want to talk about this game that much? It was a shit show. It was a shit fest. For a really good Hawks team, I think, but they just did not have a good game. Pascal Siakam has 31 points, and 12 boards. The Raptors beat the Hawks by 30. It was just no contest. Man, getting 30 ball in the NBA has got to be a terrible feeling, does it not? Scotty Barnes had probably one of his best scoring nights of the season as well, so that's good. Onyeka and Okongwu, he has big potential in the league as an at-the-rim defender. Kind of short, but he can make plays. Jalen Johnson had some good passes. DeJounte Murray was hitting some tough shots. Onyeka Okongwu was everywhere. He was just fearless. He's not scared of getting dunked on or anything. Trae Young and John Collins, that connection happens all too often. I think as a team, the Hawks played good. Maybe some players could play better, but I'm not going to really shame anybody today. 12 points and 12 rebounds for John Collins. 14 points and 10 assists for Trae Young. DeJounte Murray, their leading scorer, with 20 points. He shot 50% from three, so that's a solid game. I don't know. I don't think they played bad. I think they played pretty good as a unit. It's just one player needs to step up and take more buckets than others, so maybe that's the problem. Looking at the Raptors, 31 points, 12 rebounds for Pascal Siakam. Great night from the three, 67%. 21 points for Scotty Barnes, 50% from the field. Gary Trent Jr., he either shoots exceptional or shoots bricks the whole game. He played good this game. 21 points, 33% from the field, so that's nice. Let's move on. Pistons and Bucks. This was a close-ass game. I tuned into this late. Pistons almost had it, man. I think the Pistons have had some moments of greatness, honestly, and they are going to be a good team in at least 2 years. Drew Holiday delivers as the Bucks beat the Pistons by 2. They stay unbeaten. I forgot about that. The Bucks are 6-0. Jeez. Pistons can't keep getting away with taking down heavyweights, and Drew Holiday made sure. Very young, pesky Pistons team here with a lot of hope for the future, but Drew Holiday was not letting that ruin their undefeated season. Obviously, Giannis just dunking all over the Pistons, getting to the lane, of course. Good passing for Drew Holiday. Jaden Ivey hit some tough shots. Giannis is just tough bucket after tough bucket. Alley-oop finishes for him. He was just all over the court. What else is there to say? Again, the Pistons, they lost, but I think they played good. 23 points for Boggy. He had 50% from 3. Isaiah Stewart had a solid outing with 11 points and 11 rebounds. Cade frickin' Cunningham, 27 points, 33% from 3. He's a good scorer. I think he has a great future in this league. Great scorer. Love him. Love him as a player. Bucks, they played a hell of a game, though. Giannis put up 31 points. Brook Lopez put up 24 points. He shot 40% from 3. Drew Holiday, 25 points and 10 assists, and he hit a big shot to give them the win. Bobby Portis off the bench, too. This team is fucking stacked. 15 points and 12 rebounds, 50% from 3. Who is stopping this Bucks team? I don't know. No one's done it yet. Literally. Grizzlies and Jazz. The Jazz are borderline unstoppable right now. Holy shit. Jazz beat the Grizzlies by 16. They improved to 4-0 at home. They haven't lost a single home game this season. Fearless play from them. Success for the Jazz so far this season. This is crazy. John Morant driving to the lane, getting some shots to go. David Roddy with a big... they just have... I guess the Grizzlies have a guy in David Roddy? I don't know. Yeah, Lauri Markkanen was getting to the rim. Xavier Tillman was hitting some tough shots after tough shots for Xavier Tillman as well. That's pretty much the highlights. 37 points for Ja to no fucking avail at all. 50% from 3, 67% from the field. MVP caliber performance. Man, I always have this problem. Steven Adams just doesn't know how to score the basketball. It's a big problem. It's a problem damn near every time the Grizzlies play. He shot 25% from the field in 19 minutes, so he only had one bucket the entire game. I think that needs to change. Especially if the Grizzlies want to make a playoff push. Because we're looking at the Jazz. They're looking like a good-ass team right now. It might be coaching. I don't know, but... Lauri Markkanen's a damn stud, dude. 31 points and 11 rebounds. Are you joking? 67% from 3. He's unreal. You make him the best player on a team, and he just fucking transforms it. They're 1-2 on the road and 4-0 at home. It's crazy stuff. But let's get to the Rockets-Clippers. Probably one of the best games of the night. Whew. I was watching this live, and I'm so happy I did because, man, oh man, Paul George putting this team on his back in a much-needed win without Kawhi. Ice cold, the go-ahead jumper splash, gives the defender a little bump, fades it. Tough shot. This is what they train all their life for in moments like this. Doing it all, boosting the Clippers to victory. This is an MVP right here if I've ever seen one. Paul freaking George, baby. Hitting three-pointer after three-pointer. Kevin Porter Jr. had a couple good dunks. He's also passing the ball. Let's just get to the box score. This was an amazing game. It's a slow game. I know it wasn't that high of a scoring night for either team, but it was a fun game to watch. Kenyon Martin Jr. looked damn good out there, though. He had 23 points, so that's pretty dope. Jabari Smith Jr. kind of getting used to the league again. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's a rookie, but he shot 3 threes and missed them. He shot 25% of the field in 30 minutes, had 4 points and assists and 5 rebounds. Not really enough for a young squad like this to get wins. So fucking itchy. Clippers, 16 points and 12 rebounds for Zubac. He shot 75% from the field. Great game for Paul George, scoring night. Very efficient. 35 points. He shot 50% from the 3 and he made 5 shots. He went 5 for 10. That's damn impressive. Okay, I think I'm done. I'm done here. See you guys tomorrow. NFL tomorrow.